Hey there, friends and enemies, JoPaWrites here again, and today I am taking my second chance Void 3.0 Titan build into the Hero Nightfall to see if we can get 100k this week with the randoms. Now, I do this because I feel like a lot of solo players are missing out on pinnacles. They're not able to matchmake with other players for the higher level Nightfalls, and this might allow them to get an extra pinnacle if they can get that 100k. Some of the Nightfalls are a little bit harder than others, and this is one that... there's a very fine line between getting the 100k and not, and I'll show you how to up your chances of doing so. If you didn't know, the second chance gauntlets were released this season with Season of the Haunted, and you get a second shoulder charge, second charge of your shield throw, as well as your shield throws piercing and stunning barrier champions, which is actually huge. I'm also running my scout rifle here, Tears of Contrition, with the Unstoppable Scout Rifle mod. I'm running Hollow Denial because I don't need anything in this slot to stun barrier champions, and Galahorn just for DPS. But I'm not going to really use it a whole lot with these 100k Nightfalls. You kind of take it slow and kill as many ads as possible and not burn the boss. So that's just something to keep in mind. Now, I'm running Shield Throw. Obviously, we've got Vortex Grenade, Controlled Demolition, Offensive Bulwark, we got Exchange, Leeching, Instability, and Undermining. Basically, you want grenades at all times, tossing grenades weaken enemies, throw your shield, and do a bunch of damage. We've got Phantom Might, Revitalizing Blast, which is huge. I like this mod a lot. Stunning Champion, cause it to ignite. You can do that without using a solar subclass, by the way. It still works. Elemental Light, Trace Rifle Holster, Absolution. We've got Wall of Tenacity here, as well as some damage resistance. Not really needed in this, but use it for higher end content. Elemental Armaments, Unstoppable Scout, Scout Rifle Loader. We've got Elemental Ordnance again in Harmonic Cipher, and Trace Rifle Ammo Finder. Now, the reason I like this build, again, you get your abilities back very quickly. It synergizes really well. You have an overshield quite often, especially if you kill enemies, with your shield throw, which is really, really nice. And yeah, it just allows me to use this Hollow Denial with Adaptive Munitions and Repulsor Brace in a lot of content I might not otherwise be able to, since I can just use the shield throws to take out the barrier champions. I don't have to rock a anti-barrier weapon in that slot. Although I could throw on Leviathan's Breath, I could actually throw on something like Ariana's Vow, anything like that if I really, really needed to, but it's just not necessary because of how quickly you get your shields back and also how effective they are in breaking the barrier champion shields.
Limited intel regarding a Vex information depot. I want you to get in there and figure out what they know.
I am a good driver. You don't have to worry about killing anything out here because it does not give you any points if you do so. So you kind of want to speed through this if at all possible, and then once you start gaining points, that's when you really want to farm it. You used to be able to go outside and get a bunch of points on your Nightfalls, but they nerfed that years ago now at this point. You really want to focus on killing every enemy, generating as many orbs as possible, and then also stunning the champions as well. Those are actually huge things to do if you want to get as many points as possible. Like that. There you go. So the nice thing is Offensive Bulwark now gives me the overshield whenever I get a shield throw kill, which is awesome. Again, not necessarily in this. It's not really needed. I don't run the risk of dying a lot in content like this, so I'm not too pressed. But in other content, you really need to have those resists up. You really want to make sure that you are staying alive, and that is where you're gonna really want to make sure that you have resistors on and all that kind of good stuff. Oh, we didn't. Oh, your shield up, bro. Oh. This thing actually slaps, and you're just generating so many orbs, wells, all that kind of good stuff when you're using it. It synergizes so well with Void 3.0. Adaptive munitions, I think, is a really good perk, because if you have something like match game, I would still be okay here because of adaptive munitions and being able to do more damage to those shields. So like
Guardian, I'm making the elimination of Kargan your priority on this operation.
a little finisher on that. Nice. This is where you're going to get the most points, and you want to not rush through this next part, because you really need to try to get as many points as possible. It's a tight one on this. I've gotten some runs where I've gotten around 94,000, and it's really frustrating when that happens, but there's not a whole lot you can do if you have randoms who are really pushing through and trying to over DPS the boss as much as possible. Yeah, that stun is outrageously good. Oh, yeah. Never mind. I'm only gonna worry about killing enemies here because I know my teammates will probably go for the objectives, and normally I'm an objective player first and foremost, but because it does
Excellent work, Captain.
make it hard to
50% completion of this task.
get this done if you don't kill absolutely everything, that's why. That's why I will focus on killing ads as much as possible and not just go for the objectives right away. But yeah, it looks like my teammates are doing the same thing, which is nice. Trying to get these kills, not rushing through. Those yellow bars can come in handy, like when you're trying to get extra kills. Yep, we grabbed that, okay. Yeah, we're killing everything, which is really nice. Got a little bit more to kill here. Alrighty, nothing too crazy. It's gonna be tight, it always is, but let me show you a little trick too when we get down to the end. Hopefully they'll allow me to do it and they won't rush through, because you can get some extra bonus points before you get to the boss room that otherwise might make the difference between getting this done and not. We'll see though. Sometimes people rush through this and then they don't let you do it, which is mildly annoying, but not the end of the world. Alright, so there you're able to kill those with a rocket there.
There's Kargan.
and gain some points. See, the other guy rushed in a little bit more, and we might have been able to get more points there, but I think we're still okay. I think. But yeah, like I said, there are a bunch of reasons why I love this build, but I don't know. I just really have been enjoying it quite a bit lately, and it's one that I run fairly often because I just wasn't sure if I would love this exotic or not. But adding the anti-barrier shield throw is actually huge because it just allows me to mix up my loadout that much more, you know, and have secondary options. I totally meant to do that, by the way. I was just testing my teammates. See if they'll pick me up or not. It's unfortunate there's no champions in here because that would definitely make this a cakewalk on getting the 100K. We're at 80 now though, and I think we're in good shape. Which is nice because it's not always possible. We're still at 9 minutes, so we still got time. The next wave of ads, I'll generate some orbs. Oh man. Give him a little tickle. Yeah, this is funny because you're almost incentivized to take this slow and not rush this because you just won't get enough points. It's crazy. Those yellow bars come in handy when you're getting points for sure. There we go. Grab some orbs. Huge. I think now we can grab this. The only danger we ever have is not like running out of time so you don't get enough points. But I think we're good. I think we're good. $97, yeah, I'm pretty sure we could melt the boss if we wanted to at this point, but they're probably just trying to make sure that we get it and not having to worry about. There it is, 100K, okay. Now we can melt, not have to worry about it. 100K Nightfall with randoms, not so bad. if you are a solo player, that definitely comes in handy, but you just got to take it slow and not really rush through things if you want that extra pinnacle. Again, if you enjoy the build, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Helps me out tremendously. I post Destiny content almost every day. And let me know in the comments down below what other builds you think I should make, what exotic armor or weapons I should make builds around in the future. I love spicing it up and finding underrated, underutilized weapons and armor that really synergize well. I'm loving the second chance gauntlets because I hope Bungie adds additional anti-champion intrinsic perks on these exotics in the future, because it allows you to really mix up your loadout way more than normal. Anyway, my name is JoPaWrites. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you all later.